The Midnight Zoo by Sonya Hartnett. Okay, it starts in a really incredible, dark, Gothic way, kind of brilliantly, really captivating. The way it describes this ruined town that's been the result of a lot of bombing raids, and there's this creature, this figure called Night, that's a bit like a kind of a Grim Reaper type figure. And I just want to show you some of the illustrations as well, because they're just fantastic. Just really clever, again, Gothic illustrations. I mean, that wolf is brilliant. I love that wolf. Look at that. Fantastic. So this book is about two boys who are running from a terrible tragedy, and it's wartime, and they're trying to find somewhere safe, and they come across this ruined village, and they come across this abandoned zoo. Now, like I said, I love the start of this story. I love the premise of the story. It's so brilliantly described, the Gothic imagery. In fact, let me just read you some, because it's fantastic. Even the steeple, where the bell had hung for centuries, had had its pinnacle torn away, so the tower now stood against the sky like a blunt, unfinished question. In the clouds above the village, the legendary black-clad horseman who is Night noticed the silence and reined in his steed, which is also as black as coal. So fantastic Gothic imagery, fantastic portrayal of the two boys who actually have to look after their younger sister as well, who's a baby. Really fascinating portrayal of the zoo. I won't give any spoilers as to what happens in the zoo, so I was completely sold. The only criticism I would make of this book is the ending. I feel like there was this massive world, ideas, premise set up. I really, like I said, I loved everything about it. I loved the characters. The characters are from a minority as well, from a persecuted people, Roma people. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And please look at my reviews of Marrow Thieves in terms of persecuted peoples as well. I'll link that at the end. So I was really fascinated by that. It's a world I don't know about, so it's good to be educated about that. The Gothic description, the imagery, but the world, it's almost like the author couldn't cope with the size of the world so much, or how to kind of land it. That's the thing. How could she land this story? She couldn't quite land it, I don't think. Now, other people might disagree. They might love the ending. I should kind of like it because it's quite existentialist, I suppose, in a way. It kind of reminded me of The Giver, and also done a review of that book, in terms of there was this massive potential, but it didn't quite bring it home. But I still really recommend this book for the imagery, for the Gothic element of it, for what happens in the zoo, and again for its portrayal of minority people who have been persecuted in the past. So I still really recommend this book. That's The Midnight Zoo by Sonya Hartnett. If you've enjoyed this review, please look at the other reviews I've done, particularly of Marrow Thieves, like I said, and share and subscribe. That would be so helpful. Thank you so much.